use some of that.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Well, there's gardening, and then there's really gardening with a lot of style.
That's right. Todd Guttner met a man with no ordinary garden. On today's Gardening with Guttner, a man combined his love of gardening with a love of train sets. Take a look.
Many people have multiple hobbies, but how often do they actually come together into one? Bill Hewitt from Mansfield joining me now. Bill, thanks for having us in your backyard. You've been a lifelong gardener. You have a huge interest in trains. How did you get them to come together?
Well, it was just the interest of the two, and I got exposed to garden railroading after having been in the hobby for many years of model railroading, and it just seemed natural to take these big trains that I had bought for my oldest son one Christmas and put them out in the garden as many other people had done.
Now, behind us is one of those model trains going by us right now. These are kind of unique. They can be outside all year round, right?
All year round, and yes, we do plow snow, and we'd have 2 snow plows that operate on the layout.
Speak of these tracks a little bit. How many feet of them do you have?
We have about 700 feet, and they're made out of brass. The rails are brass, and they're all tied together with a conductive paint. The paint grease so that the electricity goes through them. They run on 24 volts electric. And there's UV resistant ties.
Now, Bill, along with the trains, you have a miniature garden here. Name a few of the plants in the garden.
Well, we have boxwoods, we have hosta, we have dwarf Alberta spruce, ornamental grasses, chives, annuals, some impatiens over here, as well as cactus.
You even have a cactus. How difficult is it to maintain a miniature garden?
No more so than a regular garden, just a lot more fine trimming, and you have to stay on top of it a lot more often than you would.
I understand you're getting a little help with the trimming, a few critters running around in your yard, right?
We have some rabbits that have been eating and trimming for us, as well as some problems with chipmunks that like to get chased by trains.
That must be a pretty cool
Yes.
sight. Bill, it was a pleasure coming to your house and seeing
much.
this amazing garden. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Bill, that is awesome. Well, we're Gardening with Guttner every Tuesday through the summer right here on WBZ News at noon.